Yo, what is up? John Hollinger's Fanboy here, ready to give you another daily picks video. How this segment works is very simple. Pretty much every single day, or whenever I feel like it really, I will be giving you the top 4 or 5 picks for the day. Today is January 8th. There's a lot of NBA games today, but I only felt like 4 picks were really that good, and they will be displayed right here. And yeah, let's get started. All right, first up, we have the Memphis versus Brooklyn game here at 5 o'clock, where I will be betting the underline of 218. The reason for this is very simple. Both teams are coming off back-to-backs, where as you can see here, yesterday the Grizzlies lost to the Cavaliers and the Nets lost to the 76ers. And a friend actually also mentioned this to me, but the Grizzlies, ever since Ja Morant went out, have been not that great on offense. They've been relying a lot more on defense. As you can see, like their games recently tend to be very low scoring, and Jaren Jackson Jr. is also not back. So I definitely expect another low scoring game today with the Nets. All right. Next up, we have the Kings versus Raptors overline of 225 that we will be betting. And the reason why we will be betting this is because, as you can see here, according to the Hollinger pace factor, which is basically the number of possessions a team uses per game. So that's basically just like how fast the teams are playing in their games. You can see here that both the Raptors and the Kings are in the top half of the NBA right now. And if you just like look at some of the past games, the Raptors are a lot worse on defense this year compared to last year. You see some pretty high scoring games here, especially against the Suns, who according to this is the lowest pace team in the league right now. And the Kings as well. You can see most of their games tend to be very high scoring. And even with De'Aaron Fox potentially out, it says here today that he is questionable. The Kings still tend to put up a very high amount of points and give up a high amount of points, as you can see in their most recent game against the Bulls, where De'Aaron Fox only played 5 minutes. It was still a extremely high scoreline. All right, finally, we have the Bulls versus Lakers game, where I feel it is good to bet both the overline of 223.5 as well as the Lakers minus 9.5 spread. And the reason for this is actually very simple. As you can see with the Lakers, when they come off losses like they did against the Clippers here, they tend to blow out the teams they play the next day. Usually LeBron and AD like to do a blitz strategy, and they'll usually try and end the teams by the first quarter. And the Bulls, I don't think, are a very good team either. I don't think they'll pose much of a threat, and I feel like, yeah, the game is basically just going to end in the first quarter. What the Bulls are, though, is that they are a very high-paced team, as you can see here. They are third in the league right now in terms of pace. So I feel like the Lakers are going to get a lot of transition buckets, and overall, it's just going to be a high-scoring blowout for the Lakers. All right, that's all I got for now. As usual, if you have any questions about any of the picks, if you need any further analysis, feel free to contact me. And I guess just like stay safe out there. Do the State of the Nation. It's getting kind of wild out there. Just stay safe, okay? And happy betting.